The sister's fiancé is willing to do anything to get her, but her purpose in doing so is purely revenge against the scheming sister. Just a few days ago, if she became the wife of the Prince of Haiqing, she would make women be slaves for life. So, in order to take revenge, the scheming sister found her fiancé and came to him first to seduce him, but the prince showed no interest and walked away. At the same time, the prince received a phone call from his family pressuring him to get married. The assistant then made a comment that just now the woman he met was the one he was dating. However, the prince thought the woman before him was not someone ordinary. Soon after, the scheming sister approached the prince and deliberately dirted his clothes, trying to wash it for him, but the prince immediately saw through her intentions and threw the clothes away. Suddenly, the woman appeared at the prince's car dealership, saying she wanted to buy a car and specifically requested the prince to serve her. But the scheming sister noticed the woman looked like her sister and wanted to look closer, but was stopped by the assistant. To avoid affecting the business, the assistant pulled her to another place. At this moment, the woman got into the car and then started to beg the prince to help her. She even asked him to carry her out of the car. Just then, the scheming sister saw the scene and was furious. The prince immediately realized there was someone from his family looking for him and left first. While the woman was on her way back to the hotel, she couldn't help but recall her past as an adopted daughter in the family. But suddenly, she was caught in the act by the family. Unexpectedly, her uncle didn't help her but fell in love with someone else. Because of this, the scheming sister sent a message to mock the woman, clearly stating that wanting to become her sister-in-law was impossible. While the woman was distracted, a car accident happened. When the assistant learned about the woman's car accident, the prince wanted to go personally, but the assistant told him that anyone could go except her. Seeing this, the prince ordered the assistant to send more people. When the woman saw the assistant, the first thing she did was not to treat her wounds but to take her back to the hotel. But when she returned to the hotel, she found her uncle having lunch with someone else. She couldn't understand why others could fall in love with him and went to a bar to drink angrily. Then, she was suddenly harassed by some hooligans. When the woman was angry, she slapped them hard, but the hooligans were tough and couldn't match her strength. At that moment, the prince happened to see and stepped in to teach the hooligans a lesson. The woman also didn't forget to show her gratitude towards the prince, and he ended up drinking so much he fell onto the sofa. Seeing this, the prince had to kindly send her home. Unexpectedly, they ended up having a one-night stand when they arrived home. The next morning, the scheming sister came to visit, and seeing her fiancé taken by her sister, she wanted to slap the woman's face, but the prince blocked her. Helpless, the scheming sister invited the prince and her sister to a party the next day. When they arrived at the party, the woman wore an elegant evening dress and immediately caught the prince's attention. Meanwhile, the scheming sister stirred up trouble, pointing out that the woman dressed like that was only trying to seduce her uncle. Her uncle denied any relationship with the woman. Then the woman proved her innocence, saying she already had someone she loved. But everyone thought she was lying. Until she showed photos of her intimate moments with the prince, the scheming sister was shocked. She was about to hit Qingjia, but the prince blocked her. He said the Xia family didn't know how to behave, hitting Qingjia in public. Then he wanted to break off the engagement with the scheming sister. As the woman was leaving, she was taken to a place by her uncle, who explained that everything he did was for the greater good and to maintain his position.